What's going on? Move the mouse here. Back in City Skylines PC, and if you haven't been keeping up with the live streams, I figured I'd give you a little bit of an update. Maybe the live streams aren't your thing. They tend to be a little distracted and squirrely. I get to edit that stuff out of the the Let's Plays. Sometimes I don't, but it definitely happens a lot on the live stream. But we also had a catastrophic failure last week. I was showing cinematic camera mod off, and just as I started to, I said to myself, and I said to the stream, I should probably save it because this has crashed my game a lot. Cinematic camera mod can crash depending on the settings and how much you're throwing at it. It can be very demanding. So I saved it. I went into cinematic camera mod, and sure enough, it crashed. What I didn't notice though is that when it saves, it does something called packaging, and it says that up on the screen. It's packaging the file, and it hung up there for a really long time, and it never wrote. So I built a lot of stuff on stream for like an hour and 15 minutes. This area that you're kind of seeing on screen here, or something like it. Really, it was more of a focus on this side at the time. But yeah, I lost all that work, so I figured I'd come in and start to rebuild some of that. I did some the other day. But I wanted to come in here and show you a couple things that I did as I rebuilt it and kind of talk a little bit about it. So a couple things we did is I sunk this highway down using Move It. So easy enough. I'll kind of walk you through some of the basic steps here of what I did. But you basically highlight a bunch of nodes, in this case 2. We'll drop them way down. And we created a sunken highway that way. Now you can also select multiple nodes. So like these 3, for example. And let's say we want that slope to smooth down. It used to be a little bit more complicated with Move It, but now what you do is you come up here, go to Height Tools, and Slope Objects, and it automatically slopes top to bottom. So we can undo that. And I think, yeah, and undo that also, because we don't need that dipping down there. But just kind of an example of what you can do to smooth the slope down into this, kind of even it out, and then come back up, not too abruptly. I think I'm going to end up moving this. I think this might become kind of like a cliffside, or not cliffside, a coast side transition into the 3 highways. This is built into the map and a little rough. This is also default map. Did a little bit of a diamond here, and what I did was these key walls. And if you are where? No, I always go into water first. It's in landscaping and water from here. And there's 2 versions of this. So an old stone key, K or Quay, all 3 are acceptable. This one has no park assets on it. This one has, so we can see down here, benches. Now I don't think, and I think you have to do like invisible paths or something. I didn't fix over here. So let's bulldoze this last segment and go back in there and connect this up real quick, because I want the benches to end before it hits that overpass. So we'll go to like right there. Or right there. I don't know. It spaces the benches out kind of weird, but again, I want those benches to end, because there's no reason people will be walking to sit over here, over by this busy highway interchange. All I did after that was kind of dip this down, so we'll probably repeat that over here. These are zoned buildings, and the parking lots are just a mess back here. So we'll probably do something like I did on this street, which was actually plopping. Let me get a good zoom on this, which is actually plopping some of these buildings down. Now I put this down. This is kind of an old townhouse that looks like it's been converted into mixed zoning, like some commercial on the bottom. Maybe people still live upstairs. And then we've got some, it is Parisian style, right? And in fact, the signs are, but we're very rarely down here close enough to see that. I know they drive on the right. This is a left-hand drive city, which if you haven't noticed, I'm working on getting good at my left-hand driving, or left-hand traffic management, I should say. I'm sure left-hand driving, I get into an accident in about 5 minutes. But I did just move a bunch of people in here, so that's why we're seeing some of that traffic We can't really get an accurate gauge on traffic in this city because I have 81 tiles and it calculates everything that you see. So all the way out to the edges of the map, there's highways. And anywhere they back up or get slowed, that it all gets thrown into the mix. So, I mean, we definitely have some traffic issues. We have a couple intersections that are pretty busy. This exchange here, this coming off the highway, and a little bit down here. Ugh. Well, that stinks. Would someone else burn down over here that we couldn't get to? I think I had like a... What's up with all the fires that we're not getting to? Fire department? This one makes sense because this was not connected to a road. This is just nonsense that's over here that I've been meaning to save for a train yard of sorts. I should really just bring this down here. We'll do something with that. Anyways, in the meantime, more kindling. I'm going to swap, again, some of these out because these parking lots in the back of these buildings to me don't make any sense. Because look at how close these get to one another. Like, how are cars where? Like, on the entire block, how are cars getting back there? They shouldn't be. They should not be able to get back there. It doesn't make any sense at all. So we're going to swap a lot of these out, again, for these buildings, which do not have any kind of parking assets built into them. In fact, another tool I've been using more recently is the surface tool. So we can come in here and like make this a pavement alley coming through there. I think that looks much better than that little bit of grass you get spilling over instead. And I think we can do the same thing over here. Yeah, we can. Because sure, there'd be some grass, but also not necessarily right there. This one I'm not going to mess with. I'd like to get in there just right. It will let you kind of 45-degree angle it. I guess whatever. You don't get grass either. Go across the street if you want grass. But yeah, I wanted it to be a bit of a grid, right? It's off this old road which got converted into a highway, tore part of the town out. And there's a couple grids that kind of snap together here. What's up with our sewage problem? Not enough, just not enough processing yeah. Fix this real quick. Oh, I added one, but it's not powered. Because it's not connected to any road network of sorts. Oh, do I have a regular? Yeah, a regular and an eco? Okay. I'm gonna have to check if I even connect that to the pipes. This is the eco water treatment. Yeah, let's do 2 of these, just so we don't have to worry about it for a bit. And I didn't, did I? I didn't connect that to power or pipes. That's good. That's why we had a sewage problem. I thought I was getting out in front of that. Our water availability is good for a while. 3 times speed. Sewage is way up in the green. Okay. Wanted to get you kind of caught up to speed on some of the stuff I did. Again, we'll drop in some buildings, mixing and matching some stuff in here. You know, maybe I widen these out and have like an alley like... Where was that pavement alley we just put in? Like something like this, that looks at least like it could have cars driving in behind it. Because this just doesn't make sense. And these textures get very repeated, especially in where's my commercial Euro zoning? Yeah, you get these signs that just repeat all over the place. Even the buildings and the sub signs are subtly different. Like, you just get so many repeating textures with the default assets. It's unfortunate. So we'll leave a couple of those in here or there, but we'll end up either downloading some more packs and themes, or manually popping in some buildings and doing some decoration and breaking up that repetitiveness where we can. I also did over here with Move It, you can take something like Paradox Plaza and move it away from the road. So I should take that back. There's a couple things at work here. One, if we go to place Parks and Plazas and we drop in Paradox, right? It won't let me drop it on that kind of curved road. So you can Control A on PC if you have Anarchy and drop that wherever you want. And then you can move it. And as long as you don't move it too far away from the road, and you can right click to and then drag to rotate it. I kind of put the Paradox Plaza in the center of this diamond roundabout. And then again, I use that surface painter tool. You can right click to erase or left click to paint the particular, paint the particular thing you want to paint. Is that, no, that's part of the cobblestone streets. Oh, that's another thing. So I upgraded that as well. Previously, I was using these unmarked streets. Where are they? My goodness. 2-lane plain streets. 2 lanes, no markings, parking lanes. But they kind of look busy. What I had was download some cobble assets. So this comes in a 2-lane with parking, a 4-lane, or a 1-lane with parking. 1 lane, 1 way with parking. For this particular segment, though, for this piece, oh, and it looks like I messed up. I didn't do it all, so perfect. I used Traffic Manager to remove parking from the roundabout and the entranceways, as well as the immediate area leading up to it. So let's actually have parking, like, say, up to there. And then it can clear out a bit as you actually enter. This one little segment of road is no parking. Again, same thing over here. And yeah, let's just back that up a little bit where there isn't parking. Looks like they can park right in front of those buildings. So get out of here. Park on the buildings. Materialize your car in the back. And then, oops, I missed this one. And that just gives it more of a feeling of a roundabout now, because it's not going to be jammed with parked cars. But you can see we've got plenty of people coming to the plaza. Like, I think that's got a really cool look, using a combination of Anarchy to drop it, move it. Of course, you could, without Anarchy, just drop it on a road that you could and move it to drag over here. So I guess Anarchy is not that important. But the surface painter to add that pavement detail around here is, I think, very cool. These cobblestone roads do act a little different around the intersections so that the textures don't repeat over themselves. But for the most part, I really like the look of the Euro with the default Euro style with these cobble roads. I think they look really cool. Also, custom park object here. So I do have footpaths, but you can kind of see I can't paint over the actual park objects. At least I don't think that I can. Yeah, I can't. I'd like to fully blend that in, but that's okay. I kind of like this pavement plaza with the fountain. Got some trees planted in there. I've got to look for tree planters so that they have a base that doesn't just go straight into the pavement, but that is a future mouse problem. And then we'll see. We'll probably get a couple more things in over here. I wanted to have a little bit of a buffer for our recycling center over here. We might end up adding a second one for this area. I don't know. They're not super efficient, unfortunately. Fill in the back of this area here. We're not using this for farming anyways, so do something like that. I'm going to come in again over here, tighten these up. Maybe we do that right now. Let's pause. Let's delete this block of buildings. And let's do something. Let's use the Paris pack. Let's look at buildings that are high density residential. And let's go to the other end, because I started from the left. So let's start from the right. There's so many buildings in here. Is that a little too modern? I mean, I guess it depends on what we put across the street. That's just too far back. I don't think I want buildings that go that far back. We're looking at width-wise here. Let's see what we got in a 1x2. That's too deep, right? Yeah, so that could be kind of cool if we had a bunch of 1x2s. All right, let me mess around with this for a minute. I will be right back. All right, so we got some of those buildings in there. And we'll fill in a little bit of the space here, but I want to see if we can get the other part of our key wall in here. So landscaping, water structures, and our key wall. And I'm not going to park bench this one. So we're going to anarchy this to get this in here. Whoa. No, we're bringing that up. So let's align these heights to object height over here. Resume game, please. Don't quit. Why am I locked into that view? There we go. Whoa. So that's all right. Some of the buildings kind of sit on that key wall, but they are just inside of it, which is good. Maybe we do like a little park right here. So what if we did this? Pavement here. And what's like a super small park object? Do we even have anything that small? I don't think that we do. Nothing that's just too deep. Yeah. Okay. So reminder to work on a park. We'll do a little detail work like that on the live stream. We don't need to do that now. So yeah, so that was kind of getting caught up. I don't know. A little bit of time lapse today, a little bit of a weird episode, but I wanted to get some of this work done for the stream, and figured I'd show those of you that don't watch the stream what we've been working on or what crashed last time. I guess the rest of the city tour will have to be another day, and it's still, I think, needs to be reconsidered. This is all zoned. We got 4 cinemas right in a row, and considering how well they're doing right now, we'll let something else move in. 2 more down here. Yeah, I wonder why there's a problem. So we'll have to keep an eye out for repeating textures like that, and definitely drop some of our own buildings in. But that was a little look at the city of Hill Valley. That was a neighborhood on Springwood, one of my first tutorial cities. It's a reference to. You let me know in the comments. I'm sure that's just scoop of chocolate, scoop of vanilla to most of you. Some of you. I don't know. How easy is it? What's Hill Valley from? Comments down below. If you enjoyed, tune in usually Wednesday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern for the live streams. That's when I've been doing some cities live. I do have autosave on now, so hopefully better than last time. Less crashes and more progress, but tune in to find out if that is true or just a pipe dream. If you enjoyed the video, likes, comments, shares all help the channel a lot, and I could really use the support right now because the left-hand traffic is breaking my brain. Check back Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays for regular content, and check out the Discord, link in the description down below if you want to stay in touch, find out about other streams. And I've been streaming a lot with my wife, Apple Buddy, on her channel, so if you want to come check out what we're doing over there, playing Animal Crossing and Minecraft and all kinds of other stuff, tune in over there. But that's all for now. Again, hopefully you enjoyed a look at Hill Valley. I'll probably do some more of these, jumping back and forth between what's happening with Rosewood and PC, but want to give you those bushes there. I gotta be careful placing roads with anarchy. Anyways, squirrel, distraction, outro. Thank you so much, everybody. If you'd like to support the channel, links to that and all those other things, description down below. We'll see you on the next one. And until then, move the mouse. Signing off.